Hi and welcome back to my channel. This video is part 2, which is the skirts for my daughter's Little Red Riding Hood costume. I used this old petticoat that I tore out of a thrifted dress as my base skirt and as my pattern for the size of the skirt I need. I actually cut out a total of 6 white skirts originally, but I ended up only using 3 of them. And I did cut off the last 4 inches of the skirts because I will be making ruffles with them, and each ruffle for each skirt will be 2.5 times the skirt hem. For the 5th skirt, which is the top skirt, I thrifted this red dress and I cut it up, and this is the actual mesh material from the red dress. The finished red skirt is actually 2 layers of this mesh material, so I have the opacity. For each layer skirt, I will have a ruffle at the bottom, trimmed in lace. Each ruffle will be 2.5 times the actual hem of the skirt. So here is my ruffles, unruffled, and I will be sewing these together. Before I turn these strips into ruffles, I will go ahead and attach the lace because it'll be easier to attach it before I gather it all. And as like I did on the lace for the shirt, I do top stitch that seam allowance down to make sure the lace stays in its place. To make the ruffles for the white skirts, I do attach these with pins to the end and in the middle, and then I will roughly pleat them and then sew them down. For the red skirt, I do take 2 layers of this mesh material and I flat line it and make it into one single layer. And for the ruffles for the red layer, it's exactly the way I did it for the white layers. However, the way I gathered this layer, since it was a slippery material, is I took some thicker thread and I put in the middle and I zigzagged over the top of that and gathered it as I went. And then attached it to the red skirt. I originally wasn't going to put lace on this red layer, however I decided later on, after I had it all put together, to go ahead and add it. So I added it after I gathered it. For the waistband, I went ahead and pulled out some red cotton because I wanted something more sturdy, and I cut a 4-inch wide strip twice. And to make it even sturdier and reinforce that waistband is I went ahead and ironed on some fusible interfacing to one side. With the interfacing ironed on, I went ahead and sewed both those layers together just at the top. And then I'll set that aside. I will take all 5 of my skirts that I have and I will put them all together and I will sew them together at the top where they'll connect at the waistband. And then I will take that and I will attach it to the interface side of the waistband. Right sides to right sides. And next I will go ahead and fold that waistband over that raw edge and fold in the sides. This will get hand stitched into place after I sew the skirt up. And one of the last things to do is close up the back of the skirt. I did leave about a 6 to 8 inch slit in the back, and then I sewed each skirt up to close it up. With my inspiration photo, it is gathered at the red dress in certain spots. So I take a string and a needle and I go ahead and gather it up and pull that front of the skirt up twice in the front on each side and 2 times in the back. And after adding hooks and bars for the closure, the skirt is done. The skirt is really poofy, and that is why I only chose to use 3 out of the 6 white skirts that I made, and it stands up on its own. In the next video, I will show you how I created the underbust corset. If you like this video, please like, subscribe, and share, and I'll see you next time. Bye!